Okay, Leo, see, we're rolling. It's a Saturday, guys, and it's a very strange occurrence. Toon's actually here. She's not gallivanting around the market today. She's already been. It's so hot. Everyone wants to go to the market early. She's in my bad books as of now because she's wearing my best t-shirt, fishing t-shirt. She's just dropped a yackle on it. Right, today we got a question from one of you guys. Well, it's quite a few questions all in one, and it's from someone called, I'm using Toon's phone, it's about font size of about 3 point. So it's from Retired and Living the Dream. Are you very remote from everywhere? Do you have a social life? What would you say is the downside of where you live and the things you do? I ask as we're thinking to move to my wife's farm, and that is very remote, and wonder how you cope. Your bids are okay. We haven't put any bids in, so if you mean vids, I disagree. I think our videos are more than okay. Right then, Mrs.
Yeah.
Would you say we're very remote?
You have to explain, I never hear.
Are we very far away from everything?
Oh. We far away from everything. From everything. We're not far away from everything. If you say everything, we're not. Got house down there, got house down here, 3 minutes there, 5 minutes there, and about 5 minutes the village. So we're not far. We can
see one of the farmhouse, and we can see a few houses. Depending on what time of year it is, dry season when all the leaves fall off the trees, we can see some of the house roofs in the village.
Yeah, when people cut the tree or cut the cassava, we see all.
Yeah, it's pretty barren round here, and yeah, you can see quite far. We're far enough from people. I wouldn't say that we're. I know we say we're in the middle of nowhere, but it's okay. It's really, really okay. But I wouldn't say we're off the beaten track.
We're not far from anyone.
We're a little bit too close to some people we don't like, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a tricky one. It's quite personal, this. Do you have a social life? You got social
life.
Social life. You got a life, love.
I got a life. You got a life?
Yeah, I've got a life.
Did ma?
So do you like going out doing things? Well, you go out. You're hardly ever here.
I go out every day.
Every day?
Nearly.
So where do we go together then, and how often?
We go together. Not really now. Not for a long time now. It's a COVID and I don't want to say too much. I don't want to be drama. Now everywhere, everyone share, like COVID, like business, like money, everything down for now.
Yeah, prices seem to have gone up. Availability has gone down. Prior to COVID, though, we were going out at least once a week.
I did take Leigh to some time last week.
I had a brunch, posh lunch, very romantic.
In a village. In a village.
I was even allowed some sticky rice and some chicken on a stick as well. But
don't say that, people might think I'm
well, it wasn't romantic. We
not let you eat.
Got your shadow with us, didn't we? Climb up like a limpet. So now
she loved Uncle Leigh.
Now I would say we go out about once a month. We used to go once or twice a week, and we used to vary it between our little pork shop, which does pork steak shop, and Mugatat, where you cook your own. Mugatat now they do a delivery service.
I don't
you cook
think
your
we
own
go
at home.
out for a year now.
Yeah, but when we do go out, I don't know about Toon. Got no idea what's going on in her head. But I enjoy it more. The less we go out, when we do go out, it's a really good. It's like a nice treat. So we used to go to the coffee shop a couple of times a week, maybe in town.
Feel alright to go with you, but it feel like interesting to go out or exciting.
It was generally, oh, I can't be bothered to cook. Oh, we're going out, Leigh.
Yeah, that's it. But that not happen. Don't listen to him, guy.
Don't lie, you're on camera. Oh, your
cool.
phone, Mrs. Right then,
You want me to read for you?
okay. What would you say is the downside of where you live? You can't get a good pizza. That is for sure.
That is a cheap pizza right here.
How would you describe the
I
pizza?
call them khanom pizza, dessert.
Yeah, khanom is like a sweet.
Like a sweet dessert.
They
Yeah.
put salad cream on it, even when you say no salad cream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they still put on.
But if you haven't had pizza for a year, you take it. You
I
love it.
I'll not take it.
I do. I love Toons. What else?
Electric.
Yeah.
It me. Electric. I worry about Leigh. To me, I don't really bother, but Leigh.
Why are you worried about me?
So hard. Up to me. I can't
think
stop
so.
it.
We just had over a week living in a mosquito tent outside with no electric. And as of last night, no generator died for the second time this week.
Yeah.
So, still here, aren't I?
Before generator died, they kicked it.
Tell them how I survived last night, because it was proper sweaty. Minute. You don't get this on other channels. They'd all be organised, wouldn't they, and have everything ready. Hurry up, missus. They're waiting.
Leigh, alive by this.
But it's not mine, is it? It's not yours. What?
This Kai Mok fan. My niece fan. She loved Uncle Leigh. She let Uncle Leigh borrow it. But Auntie Toon already broke. Electric charge bit already broken it out.
A rechargeable fan. So that was on me, and then Toon was a good wife and just hand fanning me. So, yeah, I slept all right. I had my cool towel
night
on.
last night.
Hang on, your screen keeps going off.
Is that it? Or more questions?
No. The downside of where you are. Yeah, if we wanted to get like our favourite salami and cheese and crackers.
I love salami and cheese and
olives.
Olive. Oh.
Yeah. Then we're about an hour away to get that sort of thing from Macro or Big C, and a proper Tesco, Lotus. We've only got really 7-Eleven around here, and they have a few bits and bobs, but it's the plastic cheese.
Maybe
stuff.
2-3 times a year we have cheese salami. Oh, how many years we in the farm together now? We only got
3.5.
one.
Yeah, we've had it once. Yeah. It's the same sort of travel distance as well for immigration, but we generally only visit immigration twice a year now, and that's to submit the application for annual marriage visa, and then to go and get the passport stamped, about a month or so later. As far as the 90-day goes, we can't do it online for our particular office, but we do it by post. It's pretty straightforward, isn't it? The post office don't bring it back to us. We have to go and get it from the post office. That's a little bit Mickey Mouse.
They can't read my name in Thai.
What's your name in Thai? A lot of these don't know it. It's not Toon, is it? What is it? Sounds posh. Check this out. What is it?
Wandi.
Wandi Gallagher. Right then. So the downside, the bad things of the things that you do. Not sure really what you mean by this, but I'd take it like the farm work in the heat is really hard. Certainly these last 2 weeks with the high temperature coupled with the high humidity, it's really, really hard, isn't it? So anything that is pressing that you need to do, you try and do it early morning or late afternoon, early evening. But there are certain things that we have to do no matter what time of day it is. So that's probably the hardest things that we do. Also staying awake in the middle of the night if there's torches about. You've got to stay awake and make sure that your livestock and your fish and everything else is okay. Anything else bad?
It's really bad for me. It's just like people on the toss out on the back of the farm and dog bark. That is bad for me. And a dog daytime around the goat. Anything else?
Yeah,
No.
when people, other farmers take their dogs to the farms, then yeah, that's a bit of, you've got to be on the ball there. If a dog gets through onto your land, then where you see them on Facebook all the time, we're on a few Facebook groups that keep goats out here, and yeah, you see the devastation that are caused by dogs that are let off. You know, they're not under control, then it's
Not really.
Most dogs around here are okay. They're normally with their owners, so they expect you to shout, and they shout, and the dogs generally
I
are
only
okay.
tell the owner as well.
Yeah, I mean, if it's their dog that gets in and you can prove it, then they're going to be hit with a massive fine. But hopefully that will never be the case. We could electrify the fences, I know that, but no. Your phone misses. Okay, the last bit. I ask as we're thinking to move to my wife's farm, and that is very remote, and wonder how you cope. You cope because you're a team, even when you cope. How you deal with it, how you get through the hard times, how you live your life, you know, when it's not great.
Forward.
Forward together.
Yeah.
Even when you're going backwards, just stick it out together. If you haven't got the right partner...
First year, honestly, we never ever talk same thing. But we do like same thing. We love same thing. But when we're talking, we everywhere. Leigh one thing one way, I'm one way. But we still go through together. Yeah. We always come round and...
if you're going to farm, and you're going to farm remotely, wow, if you've never farmed before, that is hard. Even if you've farmed before, it's flipping hard anyway, I imagine.
I'm a farming daughter, but I never work farm, so if you had not go with it, nah.
I'm not sure if you could learn to love farming. It's either you
can't learn to love farm. If you not love to grow one thing, just forget about to do the farm.
If it feels like a job, ooh, I'm not saying don't do it, but to us, because I think it's a little bit different for us because we live on the farm. It might be the case that you want to buy a little house in the village, and then you've got some farmland. Maybe it's adjacent to it. Maybe it's a few miles away. That would be different. Then you can just plant whatever crops you want. Just make sure that they're not
really important,
easily stolen.
Isn't it? Really important is your partner.
Yeah, if I wasn't here with Toon, then I couldn't envisage doing this live. You know, something breaks, Toon fix it. If there's a problem with someone nearby, Toon sorts them out.
If Leigh not love farm, we're not gonna have farm. Or we might can be together because I love the farm.
And if
I love the fishing.
Yeah, that's something. That's a sacrifice we've made. We don't go as fishing as much as we used to, purely because it would mean Toon's mum having to sit here all day, or we got to pay someone just to come and look after the farm. But you know, Toon's mum is of an age now where, you know, if there's a problem with the goat, then she might not even know. Even if she knows, she might not be able to sort it out. You know, someone that's coming in here to look after the place security-wise, they might not be able to scratch with the livestock situation either. And it's not their fault, it's just there's just so much to learn, isn't it?
If you want to stay at the farm, you really need to talk with your partner. 100% talking, and should really same each other.
If you want to be going out,
our life quite busy now. We can't go out.
If you want to be going out every other week, you better make sure that you're okay not going out, because that is a shock to the system, you know. And if you can't get your head around it, then you're pretty much doomed. You know, if you like speaking to expats all the time, If you're in a remote location, that's not going to happen. Yeah, and most expats, from my experience, that live in the middle of nowhere, are doing that to get away from other expats. So, you know, you've got to be comfy in your own skin. You've got to work as a team, and you're going to have lots of rows. Maybe we don't really row now. We have a bit of a shout at each other, but you've got to get the work done. You can't go off in a strop and, well, I'm not doing that. Sod that. She can do that on her own. You've got to do it. So you got to roll your sleeves up and get on with it. Probably we paint a very, very good picture of our life here on the farm. You know, there are smatterings of videos where it hasn't gone so well on the day, and we have shouted at each other. But when we shout at each other, we both know straight away it's the frustration of the situation and not the frustration with each other. It's just letting off steam. You know, I might kick something, Toon might shout at something, or someone, or me. But at the end of the day, we both know we're here because we love it, and you get through the hard bits. But you've both got to do that. If it's one-sided, you'll start. Say if it's you and you're working like an absolute dog every hour of the day that you can, and your missus is in the hammock maybe half the time, you'll resent that. You'll be like, why have I given up everything in such and such a country? I can't sit in a hammock and watch my wife work. I feel guilty. So
I sit on a hammock and not look my husband work because I'm on the phone.
I'm not saying you do.
I not do.
I'm not saying you do that.
I'm not feel guilty because I'm on the phone.
Bloody Candy Crush. The work we could get done if Candy Crush wasn't invented, I tell you. But this is a slight tangent from this.
I'm sick, remember? I'm sick, doctor said
I
not allowed
know, you're
to
very,
work
very
hard.
sick, aren't you? Yes. You shouldn't really be on a farm, should you? You're so sick.
I shouldn't be on a...
Paradise?
Yeah.
On the beach?
Yeah. On a big rough...
My bad. I'm not going. I got to look after my Hoover and Brownie.
Aircon on the big rough, fishing rods ready.
I've still got to say the bit that I when I first came to Thailand, it's you've got this mindset that you've got to be working every single hour, and if you're not, you're being lazy. And Toon was at the other extreme, but that's down to her thyroidism. Like these 2 weeks has forced the issue to actually sit down. And yesterday I did say to Toon, I said, this is the first time I can remember being bored on the farm. Bored, I need to get up and do something. I walk out in the sun and I'm like, I can't do that. I'll come in and I'll have another mango or another coffee or something like that. Check my analytics on the YouTube channel. So you've got to be able to work hard, but you've also got to know when and how to have your downtime. And when you get used to it, you'll enjoy it more. You won't be fretting so much. But yeah, it's changed our lives being here for the better. We're so happy. But you know, you take the rough with the smooth, guys. There's a lot of rough living remotely. There's a lot of rough living on the farm, working on the farm. But if your heart's in it, you'll get through it. And if you're meant to be together to be farmers, it is a magnificent way to live. It's just brilliant. And now we're fortunate that we get to see a lot of Kai Muk. Now there's no school, so she's with us most days for a few hours. And we get to share that enjoyment even more. It's even more magnified, you know, in enjoying things and sharing these wonderful things with a child, you know, rather than see them watching, what is it, Guy Gug Gug? Watching this flipping chicken channel on YouTube, you know. She's out there, she's throwing stones with Toon, and she's helping Uncle Leigh round the goats up and telling them off when they're naughty. You know, you
get the wood ready for Auntie Toon to make the fire.
That's it, you know, so it's lovely. And also, you know, you got a farm. Now we're producing some fruit and vegetables. We're giving that to Toon's mum. We sometimes give them to other people in the village. Same with the wild mushrooms. We give most of those away. It is a lovely, lovely way of life. If you're thinking you're going to come out and be a farmer and make a load of money in Thailand,
Wrong.
Forget it. If you're new to farming, what makes you think you're going to be a good farmer? You're in a different country.
Don't say it's actually wrong. Depend what style farm you can do with it. And farm not just go rye or cassava or sugar cane. Farm can be a lot of things. You know what I mean?
I think a lot of Thai farmers get a bad rap.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they do this, they do that, they use chemicals and do that. There's a lot of organic farmers out here. There's a lot of very, very talented, experienced farmers out here as well. And if they're not minted, what makes us think that we're going to be minted? You know, it's the biggest advice I could give is concentrate on what you're spending, not what you're making. If you don't spend much, you're not got to make much, have you? And grow stuff that you can enjoy yourself before you think about trying to flog it down the market or online or something like that. Feed yourselves first, and whatever you got left, that's a bonus, isn't it? That'll do, missus, do you reckon?
Yeah.
It's a Saturday, isn't it? It's a long one for a point and shoot.
Yeah.
But our bids are okay.
Our bid's alright.
I'm going to turn this off because you struggled with that button, didn't you?
Yeah.
You got to think of something funny to say.
เร็วๆสิ
That's not funny, is it?
Run.
Ta-da for now!
Bye.